You're watching 13 on your side.
Good evening, everybody. I'm Sarah Makuta. Welcome to Facebook Live.
And I'm meteorologist Elena Nearing. So we're going to kick things off a little bit outside of our viewing area because there's mass devastation that's happening in East Texas, where Tropical Storm Imelda has already claimed 5 lives. And the flooding just continues to get worse and worse. We're monitoring heavy amounts of rain. They picked up close to 43 inches, in fact, and you can see just car after car completely submerged in those floodwaters. So this is really a difficult situation. A lot of rescues continuing to be underway. As we take a look at the current radar in the southeastern portion of the state, you can see that there's still a lot of rain that's continuing to move onshore. It hasn't been significant heavy amounts of rain. It's just been prolonged amounts of rain. This has lasted for several hours. You can see we have more rain developing in the western portion of Texas as well. So with that said, that radar estimated precipitation, again, picking up close to 50 inches of rainfall. That's just on the northeastern side there of the Houston area and toward the Louisiana border. Back here in West Michigan, we're dealing with our own flooding situation where we have several rounds of heavy rain that are going to be moving in our direction starting tonight and continuing over the next 48 to 36 hours. So first, let's recap the last 31 days. We predicted a high of 83 degrees. Actual high was 85. That is within the 3-degree guarantee that we have here at 13 on your side. So our accuracy streak is now at 4 days, and we will aim for another check mark or a bullseye for tomorrow. Our weather ball is blue. You know what that means. Cooler weather is in view. It's also blinking bright with showers and maybe even a few thunderstorms in sight. And this will be brought to us by your West Michigan Ace Hardware stores. So another check of the satellite and radar. You can see our first round of scattered showers moving onshore, and we're going to be seeing kind of a conveyor belt of that heavy rain as we move into tonight. This is 11 p.m. Our forecast model outlook. You can see we do have a couple of breaks here and there. It could be dry for early tomorrow morning, and then the rain picks back up with widespread heavy rainfall anticipated. This is stepping forward through late Sunday morning and continuing into the afternoon hours, and it's just patch after patch of that heavy rain. We'll have those winds coming up out of the south, gusting up to 30 miles per hour at times. So the wind-driven rain going to be causing some issues as far as visibility is concerned. The reds and yellows indicating high intensity rainfall all the way through Monday morning. We could be picking up in upwards of an inch, perhaps even 2 inches of rainfall throughout this event. Then by Monday afternoon, we finally start to see a bit of a break, and we will certainly be looking forward to more dry conditions as we move into next week. So our forecast for the rest of this evening along the Lake Michigan shoreline. A lakeshore flood advisory has been issued for areas from Ludington extending down toward Holland, and winds will be quite breezy, pushing that water onshore. Already battered coastline. We're probably going to be seeing some erosion for those lakeshore communities. Inland, heavy rain expected, strong winds as well. Overnight lows in the mid 60s, and as we move southward, we'll be dropping into the mid to upper 60s for tonight with several rounds again of rain and perhaps a few thunderstorms too. As we look ahead, the 13 on your side forecast. So showers and storms continuing throughout the day on Sunday, then heading into Monday. Finally starting to see more dry conditions. Incidentally, Sarah, that is also the first day of fall. The autumnal equinox happens at 3:50 on Monday morning. We do warm up slightly into the mid to low 70s for Tuesday and Wednesday. And then we continue that warming trend as we move into next week. So in spite of the fact that fall weather is going to be upon us over the next few days, we do have another warming trend in the forecast toward the end of September. So
we can't complain about that. It is officially fall. I know I have to give up on the summer holdout that
eventually.
I've been doing. Well, thank you, Elena. We're much better off here than the poor people in Texas. Our thoughts and prayers, of course, are with everybody in Texas.
Absolutely.
Not so good stuff. All right, we have some news to get to as well. New today, this afternoon, a fire broke out in the Timber Ridge Apartments in Wyoming. Fire crews evacuated the complex. Police cautioned everybody to avoid the area. There's no word on any injuries just yet. We are going to have an update on our website. You can head over to 13onyourside.com and check in with us after the game on the air. Also, the Grand Rapids police responded to 2 fatal shootings that happened early this morning. The first happened at the 1000 block of Ionia Avenue. Before police got to the scene, an adult male was transported to the hospital and pronounced dead. The second shooting happened near Diamond Avenue Southeast and Sigsbee Street Southeast. An adult male was shot multiple times there. He too was pronounced dead at the hospital. Now, police say there is no connection to the shootings and they are still investigating. If you have any information, contact police or the Silent Observer. No suspects have been named at this time. And today, family and friends hosted a poker run in honor of Ashley Young. Part of her remains were found in Jared Chance's home last December. This event today was to raise money to create a reward for anybody who finds the rest of her remains. Yesterday, Young's mom spoke out for the first time since part of her body was found.
The closure would be having her all together. That would mean the world to me, to have her back.
Chance was found guilty of her murder and dismemberment earlier this month. He will be sentenced on October 10th. We will have the rest of this story about today's benefit after the game on the air at 11. And someone who is trending all over the place.
Not me.
Michigan.
Okay. Yes.
What's going on? Tell us what's going on.
Well, they're not trending for the right reasons. A rough one today, I guess, Wisconsin, excuse me. Yeah. Michigan went into this game. They weren't feeling all that great following that slim victory over Army. They had a week to prepare for this, and it didn't look like they had the right game plan at all. Shea Patterson wasn't good.
Right.
His backup came in, Dylan McCaffrey.
Right.
He got hurt, so they had to bring back in Patterson. It just was a bad day all around. And Jim Harbaugh, if you believe this, great coach, one of the most well-known in the game. He's just now 1-6 on the road against ranked teams. So not a good reputation to have in his career at this point. Meanwhile, though, things went much better for Michigan State on the other hand. They had a good win over Northwestern today. Remember, they bounced back from that loss last week to Arizona State. Brian Lewerke, very nice game, looked very good in that fast-paced style of offense that we've talked about so often. Right. And also Mark D'Antonio became the winningest coach in the history of Michigan State football with the win. We'll have all these highlights and reaction as well. We'll also talk about Western Michigan. They played Syracuse today, and also Hope College as well. They had that big win last week where they scored 80 points. We'll see how they did in their encore performance.
I'm going to squeeze in as well
here. Do you think that the move over to me, guys.
By the way, I'm allowed to be here. I'm not wearing my coat right now. This is
it's casual, Mike.
I'm a little underdressed. In that
Facebook
case,
Live,
yeah.
I know that the University of Michigan they were off last week. Do you think this kind of threw them off a little bit coming into today?
Well, you'd think that the extra rest would be good for them and they can bounce back and figure some stuff out. And I mean, heck, if that's what fans want to use as an excuse today, I mean, go right ahead.
Well,
I feel like I'm using that as
I
an
didn't
excuse.
watch the game, but being a Wisconsin girl personally, I'm not necessarily condoning what happened. I did not see the footage, but it was called a vicious hit.
That was a hit.
I've
seen it several times, and you know, you're not supposed to target the quarterback when he goes down. You don't go for the head. And
those rules have changed so much
right
also.
There, got to protect the quarterback.
Yeah, absolutely.
Always protect the quarterback. Well, we thank you for joining us again for Facebook Live. We're going to do this consistently. Mike, I know you weren't with us last week. You were out filming the games and doing your job. So
I'll do what I can to get here.
We can't criticize you, but yeah, we want you to be a part of it. We want people to write to us. Elena likes science questions.
Yeah, absolutely. Give me all the science questions. I was checking a couple of comments actually on our live stream, and someone was actually asking us about the rainfall that they got in Texas. It's not going to be nearly that bad, but we will definitely be dealing with some of that heavy rain over the next 24 hours.
Anyone ask about me?
Not that I saw.
Okay.
Don't worry, this is the first time you're here. The questions are going to come flooding in. I
can answer questions about pop culture,
fashion.
movies.
He knows a lot about Disney movies.
Disney movies.
And sports too.
Right.
So
and sports as well. Yeah, we want to interact with you guys all the time. This is the perfect way to do it. But also, after the game wraps up, definitely tune in with us. We hope it's as close to 11 as possible. We never know.
We always get out late on Saturday.
We always get out late on Saturday.
We just roll with it.
It's a party over here at 13 on your side every weekend. All right, guys, thanks for joining us. We'll see you after the game.
We have to do it all.